The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff, them comforted I and I. Uno prepare a table before I in the presence of our enemy, them. Uno anointed I head with no oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy, I go follow I all the days of I venny. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, Krama we groma bea tela e. Where twos and threes meet in the name of the Most High Jah. Des so Jaja de. If Jaja never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. Same way if Jaja never watch upon them same house we build for you, the watchman I go watch it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and they may save. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but joy shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and I says unto your name, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Amasa Yahuda Amasa, Negusto Danielam, Komaya Sataya, Haimana Pio Aya, Kadamawe Grumabe Atela. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot rests on the fire, it brings about unity. It is ready to deliver our sumptuousness, and at the same time, our nourishment. My brother, my sister, the importance of the traditional African black pot can never be overemphasized in every African society, and is very symbolical. What are we talking about? One big black pot. Different ingredients coming in, different shapes, different sizes, different colors, different tastes. They all agree to be subjected under the power of the black pot. Right after that, there is one homogeneous food that is delivered to us, full of sumptuousness, and at the same time satisfies our wildest imaginations and brings us together. That is why it doesn't matter how tall or short we are, the shade of color of our skin, we must all come together into the black pot and be able to bring one homogeneous development for our people, our continent, our land. This is the black pot, aka Kukushonomo, and this is why we name our program the Black Pot. We are live on Pan-African TV, Ghana's only Pan-African TV, Africa's only Pan-African TV, and we are masters of Pan-Africanism when we talk about Pan-Africanism on TV. At the same time, we are live on Ghana Web TV, live on Loud Silence TV, live on our own TV, Black Empire TV. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And via satellite, we are seen all over Africa, the continent of Africa and beyond. This is the show everybody has been waiting for. Your businesses will do so well on this. Pick our numbers off the screen and contact us. Talk to us. We are ready to be the lifeline to your staggering business line. And the more the African businesses prosper, the more we prosper, and the more we become economically independent. The dream of Kwame Nkrumah, which never, ever materialized because of wicked people who took him out of power. This is the pot, not just any pot. The pot that is black, the traditional black pot of Africa. Yes, and my name, Black Rasta. Now, this is the show where we don't normally criticize, but if we must criticize, we'd only criticize on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. Yes, it's all about our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, and we are ready to speak truth to power. First story. What is it saying? Watch it. It says, Wontumi'S line sings to kill. Woo! Woo! This guy here is called Chairman Wontumi. The other day he was on TV with bars of gold, boasting to the whole country that he's a very rich man. This was the guy who pulled a big hoax when he said that he was going to buy a foreign team. Was it Arsenal he said he was going to buy? Was it Arsenal? Or was it some other Manchester United? Or was it whatever it was? He said he was going to buy that team. Me, I'm not interested in these kind of teams and all that. The only teams I'm interested in, the Nigerian Eagles, Green Eagles, the Ghana Black Stars, the Chipolololo, you know? Those are the teams that I can relate to. Because when I see them, I know which player this is. But with the foreign teams, everybody looks the same, especially with the Chinese teams. Everybody is Huahin, and it's difficult to identify them most of the time. So I'll stay with Chipolololo, and I'll stay with the Black Stars, the Green Eagles, and the rest of us. And even the Elephants of La Côte d'Ivoire. My brother, my sister, this is all in support of African football, which has been relegated to the background all this while. This guy said he was going to buy a foreign team, not Asante Kotoko, not Real Tamale United, not even the Fankoba United. No, he wanted to buy a foreign team, but he couldn't. He lied. It was a hoax. He brought bars of gold on TV. Showed to the whole world how rich he was. Little did we know that our hindsight had totally been blocked by a smoke screen. We couldn't see beyond our noses. These are the people destroying the land in Ghana. But is he destroying it just like that, illegally? No, he has a license to destroy. Look what Galamsey is doing to Ghana. Illegal mining. Look at the water. It's like Simwale in my village. We call it Simwale. You know what Simwale is? Granite paste. That's it. My brother, my sister, they have destroyed the land. All in the name of illegal mining. Galamsey. Water bodies are all destroyed. Ghana Water Company is struggling with chemicals to give us water. Now we drink more chemicals than water in Ghana. That's what it is. All because of guys like this. But watch this. Why was Wontumi'S mining license extended by 13 years? MP access. What license is it? Mining license? Come along, let's look at it. Come. This is the MP talking. He's a brother that I know personally. Yes. In school, his mates called him a Zion man because he used to speak Jamaican patois. And he loved reggae music. He still speaks Jamaican patois and still loves reggae music. My brother, my sister, he is talking. According to him, and I'm talking about the MP, Ibrahim Mutala is his name, aka a Zion man. According to him, the alleged extension given to Bernard Nkibosiaku, aka Wontumi, is illegal because the country's laws only allow for 3 years maximum extension for mining licenses. The MP who made these remarks in a TV3 interview monitored by Ghana Web questioned the rationale behind Wontumi'S 13-year license extension. The issue about Wontumi is not about him engaging in mining for a very long time or not. It is about the criminal extension of the license renewal, 13 years, when the laws are very clear that the maximum renewal should be 3 years. Why did they make it 13 years? That is the issue, he said. Mutala also bemoaned the failure of the state to arrest and investigate Wontumi for his alleged involvement in illegal mining, aka Galamsey. He added that if the government was serious about the fight against Galamsey, it would have arrested Wontumi by now. Meanwhile, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abu-Jinapo, has directed the Forestry Commission to seize the operations of Akunta Mining Company in the Tano Nimiri Forest Reserve of the Amenfi West Municipal Assembly. According to a statement issued by the Public Affairs Office of the Ministry on Friday, September 30, 2022, the company owned by the ruling MPP chairman for Ashanti region, Bernard Nkibosiaku, aka Wontumi, has been engaging in mining activities in the forest without permit. My brother, my sister, can you see that? This is a chairman of the ruling party. the ruling party that is pretending to be fighting illegal mining. The dirty president who is lying that he's fighting illegal mining, he's asking people to go out and touch, aka burn, excavators that are used on the mining sites. The same guy, under his very nose, has his own chairman doing illegal mining in forest reserves. And what is his own chairman saying? Akunta mining. I am not involved in galamsey. Do you know what it means to say galamsey? Illegal mining. So what this guy is saying here is that he's mining, but it's not illegal, it's legal. He's been given the license to destroy our land, to destroy the plants, and kill people, because when the land is polluted, people start dying. True? Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, Bernard Nkwibo, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi'S, has denied reports he's involved in illegal mining. After the Forestry Commission was directed to halt the activities of Akunta Mining Limited's operation, Mr. Bosiakun said he was willing to allow due process. I am appealing to them to use the law. They should do their investigations and we should let the law work, he said on his TV station, Wontumi TV. My brother, that is what it is. And what is he saying? I have a large company which Akunta Mining is under. All the required documents I have, I will make all available. He added, dash it away. Did you see that? He has all the documents, giving him the license to kill innocent people through his wanton destruction of a forest reserve. Do you know what it means to say a forest reserve? Why do we reserve a forest? Why do we preserve such places? It's for the future and also for the present. The day the last tree dies, the last human being will die. Today, Asantehene has become an environmentalist. He's going around teaching people about environmental protection. Galamsey must stop. What a man. In the Ashanti region alone, the amount of galamseying taking place is enough to silence all of us. My brother, my sister, what is happening to us? Why can't we be decent a bit? We all want to enrich ourselves, and we don't care who dies after we enrich ourselves. We are all interested in what we would eat. It doesn't matter even if we box it out of somebody else's mouth. Are we okay? Are we our own brother's keepers? Or we are just interested in our egos and selfishness? The biggest problem we have in our country, my brother, my sister, is not a problem of technology or industrialization or building. The problem is a problem of patriotism. When Nkrumah taught us patriotism, when our fathers and great-grandfathers taught us patriotism, right from the start, they had days we couldn't go fishing. Right from the start, they had days we couldn't even go hunting. Right from the start, there are days we just needed to stay at home and do nothing. All in the name of preserving the land, preserving the environment, and preserving nature. They understood the importance of nature. Now, when you read the Bible and hear people like Noah, Adam, and the rest living several hundreds of years, and we are dying at 14, 11, 5. Now, if you are lucky to even reach 30, it's a blessing. Our food is so chemicalized. We are eating rubber rice. If I dig out my grandfather and tell him that one day there was going to be rubber rice, he would ask me to be slaughtered, because it's not possible to have rice that is rubber. Plastic rice. Today, my brother, my sister, the whole environment is destroyed. All that we are eating is chemicalized. The water we drink is chemicalized. We are falling sick, all because of the selfishness of politicians. All because they don't have what is called patriotism. My brother, my sister, Chairman Wontumi has a license. And according to MP Ibrahim Mutala, They have extended it all the way to 13 solid years. And he's telling us something interesting. He has a lot of companies. Akunta is just one. So if they ban Akunta, the others can also go ahead mining. True? My brother, my sister, it is so sad. This guy was given the chance to sit on TV and display his gold and tell us how much wealth he had. Yet, the one interviewing him forgot to ask him how much of the forest cover he had destroyed. We look at the end to the means, not necessarily the means. My name Blakk Rasta. This is the Blackboard, aka Kuku Show No More. Dash it away. Come along. Come. Next thing I want to look at, and you need to pay attention, it's important. AKUFO-ADDO'S falls into Professor Hanke'S prophecy without shame. If a man comes to your house and knocks at your door and tells you that, hey, tomorrow by now, you are going to steal a goat, and you know that this man says you will steal a goat tomorrow from the next house, what do? You lock yourself up in the room if you don't want to steal the goat. But no, you open the door because you already had it in mind to steal the goat. You will go and make prophecy fulfill. My brother, my sister, watch this. I don't feel sabotaged. ECG MD on credit purchase challenges. Now in Ghana, it's very difficult for people to be able to even purchase electricity. Their system has hacked. And it has gone so terrible that so many people are sleeping in darkness. The Nigerians won't see this as a problem. After all, in Nigeria, darkness is their surname. But in Ghana, we have fought against it. Number two, Ghana is a smaller country, so it's easier to manage than a country like Nigeria. So Nigerians, you are not part of this. Let's deal with this the Ghana way. Hear me now. Doomso, darkness is enough to kick a government out of power. Come along. Hey, Mahama was kicked out of power because of Doomso. Corruption also. And when this government came in, we saw that, okay, things were getting better with the electricity. All of a sudden, it looks like there's a joke. Electricity Company of Ghana has its website hacked. Sam George alleged that some people were making a whooping 200 million Ghana cedis a month by stealing from the Electricity Company of Ghana. And now the new MD comes and he says that I'm going to investigate these people. And all of a sudden, these people hack into the system and destroy important data. Sam George pulled back that information he gave out. We don't know why. According to Sam George, who is an MP for Pram Pram, Ningo, this MD is being sabotaged. But this is the MD saying he doesn't feel sabotaged. I don't feel sabotaged. ECG MD on credit purchase challenges. What is the story saying? The managing director of Electricity Company Ghana has rejected allegations of sabotage over the recent power purchase difficulties faced by the citizenry. Samuel Dubink Mahama said the challenges with the institution are just like all others. Speaking at a presser on Monday, Mr. Mahama said ECG will put the necessary systems required to make their operations better. Dash it away. My brother, hear me now. It's like any other institution. Is that what you are saying, Mr. Mahama? Is that what you are saying? And that you will come back and deal with the situation? Right? What are you putting in place to check this? If it happens next time, you come and tell us that this is normal with other institutions, right? People hack into your system. This is a multi-million Ghana cedi project. When the power goes off, people die in Ghana. So many different things go awry. You sit there and tell us that it's normal with institutions. What are you doing to bring those people to book? Well, you have your right. You say you don't feel sabotaged. That's okay. You are not playing victim. That's right. But what are you doing to assure us that this thing will not happen again? But you see, all these things happening, somebody else has come to say something. Watch. ECG vending woes. Deliberate ploy by Bawumia, ECG boss, to procure new payment system. And this is Yaira Kuku alleging. This is Yaira Kuku. Okay, handsome guy. It's not bad looking. A system analyst and cyber security consultant, Yaira Kuku, has alleged that the current challenge with the electricity company of Ghana's prepaid vending system is a deliberate ploy to make way for the procurement of a new payment platform. He alleged that the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoudou Bawumia, and the current Managing Director of ECG, Samuel Dubink Mahama, are the masterminds of this ploy. Blame Bawumia and ECG MD for the prepaid meters nonsense. The attempt to give the contract to Hoax should be resisted by all meaningful Ghanaians. Again, the attempt to blame the internal IT guys for the recent mishap can only be a figment of someone's imagination. This is to pave the way to give the contract to Hoax, who will take a 4% commission for just building a new front-end payment platform which already exists at ECG. Parts of the post read, dash it away. You see, this is what this man is saying. Now, if the ECG boss can all of a sudden come and say, oh, I don't feel sabotaged, it means he's exonerating those around him of sabotage. And two, he says it's normal with organizations. And then this one too comes out and says that, there's a ploy. It's Mahama, that's the ECG boss, it's called Mahama, Samuel Dubink Mahama, and Bawumia, who are coming together. Bawumia did not want anything to do with Momo Levy, but he sat back, quiet, and pushed the agenda, and Ghanaians are being strangulated right now. Is it true that Bawumia and the ECG boss have actually connived to shut down ECG so that they will be able to, profit themselves in a certain agenda? But this man here called Professor Hank prophesied this a few weeks back. Watch this. And when was this done? Look at the date, 9th September 2022. 9th. A couple of weeks back, this was what Professor Hank said. AKUFO-ADDO'S plan for sky-high inflation is more increase in electricity tariffs. Jesus have mercy. What a prophet. If this was done by Prophet Nigel Gacy all over, or my own Bishop Samuel Osetutu, or which other prophet is there? Prophet Bernard L. Bernard. This would have been a national issue. But this is a white guy who is a professor. Maybe he has no respect for spirituality. But his prophecy has come to pass. Read it. He says, Professor of Applied Economics at the Johns Hopkins University, USA, Steve Hanke, has taken a dig at President Nana Akufo-Addo over his handling of the country's skyrocketing inflation rate. In a Twitter post on September 5, the renowned economist noted that Ghanaians do not know the price of products anymore as a result of sky-high inflation. All these guys say, today you go and buy it at 1 Ghana, tomorrow you return, then it's 10 Ghana. So they cannot sit back at home and say, this is the price of this. It's always changing. He said the president's response to the plight of Ghanaians as they reel under inflation pressures has been to slap new tariffs on electricity. Dash it away. Did you see that? And Nana Akufo-Addo walks into the prophecy. Watch our headline. What does it say? Akufo-Addo falls into Professor Hank's prophecy without shame. And he's raising his hand as if to say, raise your right hand, let's pray for you in the church. That's it. My brother, my sister, this is so shameful. So we need to take Professor Hank a little bit more serious. But there are some people who think that Professor Hank is in bed with the NDC. and that he's intentionally saying things against this government to make the past government of Mahama look bright. But whatever it is, we as patriots are more concerned about the people. The more the electricity goes off, forget the politics around it, people die, and we don't want it. Nkrumah didn't teach us that. My brother, my sister, they have hacked into the system of the ECG. And MD says, oh, I don't feel sabotaged. It's something which is normal. It happens. As if to say, oh, downplay it. It's cool. We'll get over it. Then somebody is linking the government to this. It's a ploy to do something terrible to Ghanaians. And this was prophesied by Professor Hank a couple of weeks back. Almost a month ago. In fact, a month ago. When we return, we'll talk some more. In the interim, I have a quote for you on hacking the system and on some other very important thing that you will see. Hey! Wayo! This is the Blakk Pot, aka Coco Show, number where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. We are live on Pan-African TV, live on Loud Silence TV. We are also live on Ghana Web TV, live on our own TV, Black Empire TV. My brother, my sister, we want to thank our sponsors. We appreciate you and we love you so much. That quote was about prophecy. What do you think about prophecies? Think, is it only spiritual? Or it can be academic. Think about it. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Coco Show, where we speak truth to power. Next thing I would like to look at, and I take a step. Follow me. Professor Hank accused of doing NDC's dirty work. You see, this is the man. John Hopkins University is a professor of economics, finance, and so on and so forth. He's been talking about Ghana so much. But we live in a country where you cannot criticize anybody if you are not their enemy. We don't believe in civil discourse. We do not believe in sitting down together, agreeing to disagree, criticize, fix things. No. Once you criticize me, then I am your enemy. And I have an axe to grind with you. We are enemies. You criticize somebody constructively. 6 million calls are coming onto your phone. Oh, what's the problem between you and this guy? I mean, should we have a problem before I can criticize somebody? You see where we are mentally. Sick people. Watch this. NDC should formalize partnership with Professor Steve Hank. And this is a guy called Ahiagba. Ahiagba. That's Ahiagba. Who is he? National Communications Officer of the governing New Patriotic Party, NPP. Richard Anyangba. He just took office, right? Has asked the opposition National Democratic Congress, NDC, to employ an American economist and academician, Professor Stephen. You see, he's downplaying the brilliance of this man. He just prophesied. And your ego-filled president walked into the trap. Should you not applaud this guy? If this was your pastor, by now you'd have taken collection to him. That's why we are all always derailed. Your government is doing terribly bad. Your government has become more unpopular than Achampo. More unpopular than the coup makers. Your government is supposed to be a legitimate government, but you have illegitimized it. Ayagba holds that Hank, who has become a serial economic critic of the government, was engaging in actions that inure to the NDC's benefit, hence his call. Perhaps it is time for the NDC to formalize and announce their partnership with Steve Hanke, because it is obvious, he tweeted. Days before, the communications director had also suggested that the NDC should replace outgoing General Secretary John Asiedu Nkatia with Professor Hanke. The NDC Steve Hanke is a perfect replacement of General Mosquito. His tweets of September 30, 2022. You see, you guys are not patriots. Your party says New Patriotic Party, but there's no patriotism in any fiber of your body. You guys are traitors, right from the president all the way down to all these guys. You are traitors. You are enemies of the state. What has Professor Hanke said that is wrong? If what he said is wrong, come out and prove him wrong. Come out, rather than getting involved in dirty politics and noise making. It won't help anybody. These are the guys who go out and talk without facts. And when you ask them for facts, they start shivering like a coccidiosis-filled chicken. Think about it. Think about it. Left to me alone, Professor Hanke should keep talking. After all, one of his prophecies came to pass after just about 5 tweets. And the president is killing us with electricity tariffs. Let's wait and see what is going to happen to this. But to those people who are living in darkness, all because of this dirty romance between the MD of ECG and Baumia, allegedly, I sympathize with you. Your day will come. Hey! When we return, we have more to talk about. I have a quiz for you.
My name is Waris, but all of you know me as Comedian Waris. I come from a home where cleanliness is not only next to godliness, but a must. We seldom fell ill, and we saved our doctor this headache. At an early age, my mother introduced us to our best gift ever, PJ's Acid Cleaner. PJ's Acid Cleaner kills 99% of all germs and keeps your WCs, marbles, tiles, and concrete floors sparkling new and clean. In fact, you don't need any extra muscle when it comes to PJ's Acid Cleaner. It has all the muscle. When my fiancée, Mamiya, first visited me, I almost lost her. She didn't believe I was single, lived alone, and without a house help. Yet my house had this great fragrance and was always clean. I had to reveal my secret. PJ's Acid Cleaner, my family's greatest gift.
For bulk purchases, please call 0244 624 526 or 0262 233 243.
Am I a sumo?
Yes, Mama Radin.
And you may a king cancer, no. You have my sister Paulina and a day after.
You may a king cancer, no. You better free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey! Madam!
Majenko, ni. Tinatet Hayan Herbal Capsule. A drawing tina what to semi. Me ready a mention glasses. Obroni Bessie. See clear.
Hey, no crow. Tinatet Hayan Herbal Capsules. A full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A drawing baby atwa. Got Tinatet Herbal Shop. Hey, now what? Tinatet Hayan. See clear.
Luxury home, it's a beauty place for every woman. We do braids, wave caps, weave-ons, nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. Nail training here, we do braids training, we do wave caps installation, we do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
There's river on the long days, the moon shines brighter in the darkness, and the time is clear on the strong days.
Diana Wright, first of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer, I am an author, I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right, I do the whole. I've been doing this for many years, and so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art. That's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music. I do inspirational music. I do cultural music. I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like you need some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on that, you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled, you don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work to use it with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narrative that if a man is poor, he can't take care and that is not good. It's not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men. They just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Well, if I veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, Lord, she am moving away pantry. Give me a firm foundation with no sand.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16BARS M as in Mary, M as in Mary.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I am available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's, so that's Empress, which is DIANNA, so that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also you can send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time it's the word all spelled out. 16barsmm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Well, if I veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, Lord, she am moving away pantry. Give me a firm foundation with no sand.
Sorry. Oh, Doc. Yes, and you walk, Doc. I want to know why you did. Who knows why she have said, "Do turn your man?" No, say the young kukru. So your stomach was out. Said the young heartburn, so I become. And then cry. Meaning said if you be forcing I don't know.
Test results naturally say when you malaria on the moji.
3D.
Yes, malaria. Nani yem no so we no here. Tinatet tomac and a tinatet malake. Famano nano ho betono.
Malake, anything at a tumac. I'm on my free.
Tinatet malake, eyama obi a wanya malaria fever. Ena tinatet tomac mixture, eyama obi a wanya indigestion. Yen hwehwemu so wanya malaria and sana wafa edrui. Not recommended for children below 12 years. Pregnant or lactating mothers should consult a doctor.
Blackpot, Coco Show.
This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO'S. Yeah, who named Reggae? Frederick Toots Hibbert. You know him? Bam bam, what a bam bam, what a bam bam. You remember that beautiful song? 5446 was my number. Gee whiz. I'm a fan of this great singer. Oh my God, with that husky voice, raw, rugged voice that will tear everything apart. Oh my God. Toots Hibbert was on stage somewhere in America playing when a drunken fan threw a bottle at his head. In fact, he collapsed. They had to stitch it, several other cuts. From that time, he was never okay. A few years later, I think 2 years, 3 years later, he died. But he forgave the fan. The guy was drunk. But that is how difficult it is for people like us, public speakers. We saw how Malcolm X was shot and killed right in front of the people in public. We saw how some people on stage doing their thing have their lives cut short. That's why you need to keep praying for us. Tulsibet named Reggae. Yeah, he didn't spell it the way it is now. He spelled it R-E-G-G-A-Y, Reggae. But with time, they removed the Y at the end and replaced it with an E. This is the Blackboard, and this is your walking reggae encyclopedia. My name, Blakk Rasta. More fire, come along. Next thing I quickly want to look at, because, today we have a lot of things to look at, right? Look at this. Job creation, not government's duty. Oh, really? I thought to create jobs there, the government must do it. But who is saying, is this the man saying it? I know this guy. That's Joe Wise, right? I'm tempted to change the name from Joe Wise to Joe something. But I will hold it for now. First Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Joseph Owusu, has absorbed government of the responsibility of creating jobs for the youth. Why? According to the Member of Parliament for Bekwai, government's job is to create an enabling environment for businesses to thrive, to employ the teeming youth of the country. Speaking in an exclusive interview on GH Today, on GH1 TV, Osewusu described the expectation of the government creating jobs as archaic. Dash it away. I don't want to read this. Dash it away. You see, when people fail, they find all means to become toddlers. Joe Toddler is a joker. How many of you remember this guy? This was the same guy who, when it was time to vote in parliament, all of a sudden started having a running stomach and had to get up from his seat as the speaker at that time to go and drink his concoctions as to what that was for. And he wanted to be counted as part of the ruling party. That was why he did that. Later he said, he started running, his stomach started running, churning, and then he realized that, he hadn't taken his medicine, and it was time to take the medicine, and he couldn't have halted proceedings to say, please, halt, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take that, I'm going to do that and return. No, he got up trying to be counted in the vote when he shouldn't have. Later they played politics with the whole thing, and it went their own way. This guy here is not behaving like a patriot. What are you saying? That it's not government's duty to create jobs? Why did Nana Akufo-Addo promise so many jobs? Why is Nana Akufo-Addo saying that they've created 5 million jobs? If it's not a duty, if it's a cake for the government to create jobs. The government is an employer. The government is supposed to employ, create jobs. How can the government create? The government owns so much. We have given the whole country to you to manage. The gold, the diamond, the bauxite, all the natural resources in your hands. All the land goes to you. Who should we look for a job from? The landless man or the man we've given the land to? And you tell me it's a cake. Please, let Baumia start saying this, now that he's campaigning to be president, that he's going to create an enabling environment for job creation. But it is not the duty of the government to create any job. And see if even his own wife will vote for him. When you guys want the power, you tell us all the foolishness you want. And when it's time for you to deliver, you become idiots and start talking gibberish. It's not the government's duty. The government is the biggest employer in most societies. Now it's a cake. Since when? Yesterday? Yesterday? In the days, my brother, my sister, anybody who came out of school was looking for the government to employ them. Private people came into being. I do understand that things are changing. They are also employing people, but that does not absorb the government. of the duty to create jobs. Never. Everything is in your hands. If you don't create jobs, who should do it? Dash it away. Let me deal with the next thing. Come along. Next thing. And what is it saying? It says, why AKUFO-ADDO'S incompetent ministers were passed. We all were angry in Parliament. Upon Nkrumah, what's the other one who went to America and within 2 weeks she already started speaking like an American? What's her name? Sarah something. Sarah something. So the daughter of Kantanka. You know, she went to America and she said her family first. Ajwasaf. Sarah Ajwasaf. She came there. And they passed all these people. Hawa Kumsin, who couldn't define simple things concerning her ministry, they still put her there. And we're all angry. Now Haruna Idrisu, minority leader, is explaining why they passed them. Why we approved incompetent AKUFO-ADDO ministers, Haruna Idrisu. And he was speaking to my mentor, Kwesi Pratt. Their leadership, especially Haruna Idrisu, received backlash from within and outside the party because of the approval of, amongst others, Hawa Kumsin, Kojo Nkrumah, and Ken Ofori-Atta for the fisheries and aquaculture, information and finance portfolios, respectively. The appearance of the trial before the appointments committee led to calls for Kumsin's rejection for failure to show competence in the area she was being nominated for. Whilst upon Nkrumah and Ofori-Atta also had controversies relating to their private businesses, speaking about how and why the said ministers were approved, supposedly with the help of some minority MPs. Minority leader and Tamale South lawmaker Haruna Idrisu told Kwesi Pratt Jr. on Pan-African TV, this TV, right? Talk Time show that there was a dilemma with trying to stop, especially an MP, from becoming a minister. He said, Article 19, take it away. What is Article what? You have passed incompetent people. What Haruna Idrisu is simply saying is that it's difficult for a fellow MP to stop the other one from being a minister. So are you looking at the nation, or you are looking at your parochial nuances? Parochial gymnastics. Oh, he's an MP just like us. Like somebody will say, oh, as a media person, don't criticize other media people. So media people have a field day of fooling and buffoonery. Oh, you're a radio presenter. You're on radio, don't criticize other radio people. No. They say lions don't eat lions. Wait until they get very hungry and see whether they will eat each other or not. That's what Haruna Idrisu is saying. Haruna Idrisu is somebody I know. He gave me money at my launch. In fact, he bought a CD. But Mr. Idrisu, is it Ghana first or post colleagues first? I believe that you have plans of being president one day. Is this what you are going to take into your presidency? If you do not look at patriotism, you will fail. And some of us will not support you. Dash it away. Next thing. What is it saying? It says what? Ghana tourism thriving. Is that the last one? Ghana tourism thriving. And who is saying that? Ghana tourism is thriving. Oh my God. You ready? Please. We are building a thriving tourism economy. Why? The President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo, says his government, since coming into office in 2017, has put in place measures and initiatives which have resulted in the construction of a thriving tourism economy. That's it away. These were the same people who brought the most brilliant idea that we Pan-Africanists love. Year of return. We're taken into slavery. We had Jamaicans come in, shed tears, cry with us. Americans came in. African people all over in the diaspora came home. Even Jet Li came here. Jet Li is not African. I heard even Wang Yu was here. And Jackie Chan. They were here. Not for karat lessons, but to be part of the year of return. Return home to Africa. They came looking at business values and so on and so forth. It was one of the biggest movements we ever had in this country. But fools and idiots messed it up. They started charging the people in dollars. Oh, one's from your America, so this one is $20. Charging people. Hotels all of a sudden started charging in dollars. Prostitutes started charging in dollars. Police people were standing on the road there, taking bribes in dollars. To the point that Steve Harvey, that's his name, went back to America, the comedian, went back to America. And what did he say about Ghana? Oh, you know I love Ghana. Come along. I love Ghana. Ghana is a very beautiful country. You know, he talks with a lot of mustache around, you know. So when his mouth is pronouncing the words, you know, they come in romantically. Ghana is a very beautiful country, and we love Ghana. You know, in Ghana, when you are driving and you caught by policemen, he don't shoot you. He don't shoot you at all. He just asks you for, you know, $100. He thought he had done Ghana so much good. In Ghana, when a policeman arrests you for a traffic offense, he won't shoot you like they do in America to black people. He just asks you for a bribe of $100. Unfortunately, he didn't realize that the $100 is some policeman's salary for the whole month. You have just given the policeman a whole month's salary. That's what it is. Bribery. Who wants to come into a country where everything is by bribe? All the visitors who came, including the pets they brought, they took everything back. Even the Jamaicans returned. The Rasta men who came with bag, yeah man, Haile Selassie, ja. Yo, we come home. Raya, Rastafari, we come home. Yeah man, we there. One way ticket to Africa, we now go back. We now sell out a whole continent and go for a little island. We now in it just Janosta. Selassie, Kadama way. After 3 days, when they started charging them in dollars, it's yeah. Boy, it come like a wrong place, you know. Boy, we have to go home. A Jamaica me come from, a Jamaica me I go return. Aye, Selassie, gone. And you come with your bloated ego. Sit down there. The other thing you tried to bring tourists here, Global Citizen Award. The people use it as an opportunity to forget your atrocities. All of a sudden, your bad handlers pushed you there with your pot belly. You went and stood in front of people. And we are seeing Ghana. Hey! Away! Away! There was a guy who was smoking. If you watch the video, you would laugh. He was smoking. He just pulled the smoke into his mouth. When others were away, he too with the smoke in his mouth. Away. And the smoke came out like bonfire, like a dragon, to smoke you out. You have improved what? Tourism. With Dumso. Electricity going off and on. Improved what? When your what's his name? Tourism minister. The deputy minister, what's his name? Okrekumante. Is doing funeral tourism. People should come from America and watch us cry when our fathers and mothers die. They will make money. Oh my God. Mr. President, you are the biggest disappointment this country has ever had. Touch it away. I'll deal with the last thing and I'm out. Yes, I'm out. That's the last one, right? Ghana Customs charging in dollars. So you see? You see? You see? They are going around arresting people at the black market who are changing money. Meanwhile, Ghana Customs is charging people in dollars. Watch this. Customs charging importers in dollars. And this is a man called INCOMPETENT. I like that name. It sounds like a British name. Or, you know, one of those Romanian names. Izovish. Tangosh. All the names are ish, ish, ish. If you are Joe, you are Joish. You know? That's it. The Executive Secretary of Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, Samson Asaki Awingobit, has accused the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority of charging in dollars at the ports. According to him, this is contrary to the dollarization rules of the Bank of Ghana on the pricing of goods and services. He added that there is no clause in the Customs Management Act 891 that gives customs the room to charge in foreign currencies, especially US dollars. Dash it away. The dollar is the almighty. Even your own budget is read in dollars. You are still an enslaved people, colonized minds, neo-colonized minds, yet you claim that you've read all the books in the world, that you have all the wisdom better than Solomon. What is the importance of your independence if your currency is nothing, even in your own country? I've finished. It's been the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. My name, Blakk Rasta. On behalf of the team here. Hey!